So it's no secret, Riot in 2021 is bringing us a lot of free content. Today we're gonna be looking at the new game modes. I already talked about the new agent, the new maps, and what the lore could potentially offer in my previous videos. However, I never really touched on what 2021 and episode 2 will feature with game modes at all, and what Riot has planned in the future. Thank you for clicking on this video because today I'll be explaining you exactly what's gonna be happening. And although we don't have official confirmation on what the next game modes might be, the Spike Rush and the other one was a huge success. I think fighting snowballs was pretty much fun for everyone, especially if you get a free gun buddy. That being said, I definitely think Riot could actually add a few new game modes in 2021, and hopefully I can give them some clear ideas what the next game mode might be. They should take some inspiration from their own competitor. CSGO is one of the largest games right now, and I definitely think VALORANT will use some of the inspiration, not making completely exact game modes, but definitely taking some key features off there. Today we're gonna be looking at what these game modes might be and what they will include. We already got the highly requested deathmatch mode, which I definitely have to say it's pretty well made. Not only does it warm up your skills, but it also kinda connects people and make them competitive in that matter. After you played a few games of that match, you can move on to competitive mode. Competitive mode is really something every specific game with competitive integrity really needs, so there's no doubt that Riot would have included that, but what if we got the next thing? I think when I play Valorant, the games feel kinda long. What we would need is a casual mode. I'm not talking about unrated mode, which still takes 45 minutes to complete, but instead a casual mode would ready some Valorant players that don't want to commit to full 26 rounds. In that way, you would find a casual match and play at your own pace in this drop-in, drop-out game mode. You could really, just like in CSGO, this is never possible in Valorant, and Valorant has a huge unrated dropout percentage. But fixing this is much easier than people think. Instead of just punishing the players that don't want to commit to a 45-minute game mode that doesn't really count and in the end, requires a lot of effort to finish altogether, they could just introduce something CSGO or Overwatch has, a drop-in system. Now, a drop-in system would help a lot in Valorant. Simply replacing a player with another agent would surely mess up the meta a bit, but it's not competitive, so I think it's completely fine. Also, in casual mode, there could also be a possibility, so for another game mode that could be limited, where players automatically receive armor and would potentially maybe even give a bit of extra economy, so saving rounds wouldn't really make a difference. Now, this is a huge reason if, for example, you're playing against 12 versus 12, so adding more players into one server could be possible for that matter. It would just need a higher server capacity. I can definitely see Valorant in the future being 12 versus 12, not only competitive of course, but just like CSGO can make something work to make players also use the voice chat, it can surely work for Valorant. And team damage has to be turned off, especially the Phoenix and Raze team killing going out there in lower ranks. If that gets turned off in competitive casual mode, no one is toxic, everyone is happy. You can join a game and play a Valorant game without any specifics. One thing that made Fortnite and CSGO very popular is 1v1s. CSGO even has a 2v2 wingman mode of itself. If that would be in Valorant, I'm pretty sure Valorant would get much more competitive. Right now, 1v1 modes simply aren't possible yet, and I'm expecting them to come out mid 2021. I definitely think it's a great addition. Having 1v1s can actually challenge your opponent to a fair duel without finding each other on a map, which would have to introduce a new map that's a lot smaller as well with some obstacles, and I definitely think this is one of the biggest things all games include. This is what made Fortnite players come back. Having those fair fights to challenge your opponent who trash talks you is one of the most important things we need to see in Valorant right now. Valorant is still not too competitive in my opinion and could definitely have some room for improvement. That being said, I think we can look at a few more game modes that are gonna be added. One thing is for sure, and this has been seriously the most highly requested game mode in 2020. Arms Race. Arms Race is a gun progression game mode featuring instant respawning designed for rapid, close quarters combat. You start with a really simple gun and then go down and down. Players gain new weapons immediately after registering a kill as they work their way through each weapon in the game. Get a kill with the final weapon, the knife for that matter, and win the match. This is a really simple game mode that would last about 10 minutes or so, and I definitely think it would actually bring players together. It should be Valorant's priority right now to release this game mode, because if you open up Reddit, you will be just popping off and seeing how many people actually want to see this. CSGO also has something pretty interesting. Demolition. In Demolition, players take turns attacking and defending a single bomb site in a series of maps designed for fast-paced gameplay. Players are automatically granted a starting weapon and advance through a sequence of firearm when they register a kill. The more kills you earn, the further you'll advance towards stronger weapons, which gives your team a huge advantage. So for example, you get 5 kills, you get a sniper rifle, which would in turn benefit your team and make you win. I think this would make an appearance in Valorant in some shape or form, but don't expect anything this year. It will most likely come out in 2022 for that matter, as it's not very requested compared to other game modes. One really fun game mode I think could potentially, have a feature in Valorant is flying scouts, or flying weapons for that matter, which is basically a low gravity fight. I think CSGO has something like that, and it would definitely work. Low gravity and jet would make the ultimate combo. I definitely would try it out, however, this will take time to develop. Low gravity isn't really tested in Valorant right now, maybe floating for that matter. I think it could make a possibility of a limited game mode and something we'll see like that, but an arms race would be preferred. If you wanna, or if you know any more game modes that we might see in 2021, let me know down in the comments. Hopefully you guys have a happy Christmas. By the time you're watching this, it's probably New Year or something. So see you until next time. Be sure to check out my reviews. Be sure to subscribe for more Valorant content. This is Fatman signing out. I really appreciate you.